About 3 years ago, I made the decision to start training Muay Thai, the art of eight limbs, and it's known as one of the most brutal combat sports out there. And it looks amazing. One of the reasons why I wanted to start it is because true, like legendary fighters, if you watch them training or just fighting in Muay Thai, it looks like a spectacle, almost like ballet. Yeah, it's so devastating. Like you literally see someone slumped to like after they receive like the craziest elbow coming from down, like it's crazy. Okay, now 3 years ago I wanted to train this. Yeah, I delayed it for 1 month because I was terrified that before I joined I would be the worst one. Okay, and truth be told, I entered that class 15 minutes in to the warm up, by the way. I was gassed. I was gassed, and I was probably the weakest one there. But I kept going because I enjoyed it. I kept going, and eventually, if you've probably seen my other videos before, I was able to win my fights. Okay, and as a Muay Thai coach, I am here to also basically help you as well. Now, if you want to train Muay Thai and you don't have like a gym near you, I do have a program where you can join. It's in the description of this video, okay? But I just want to talk about how basically anyone doesn't matter where you come from. You can have like literally one arm and you can still do this, okay? Anyone can win. Anyone can win in Muay Thai. It matters more so what you put into your effort, okay, and what you work on. Like the two same people. Let's say person A, let's say in this scenario, you have to cross a lake. You have to cross a lake and it's like a kilometer long. And one person A tries to swim there with all his force. He's very powerful. He's a very powerful swimmer. He tries to swim all the way across. Person B has a boat and just has a rowboat and he just has to row himself across. Person B obviously is going to get there first. That's just the case. Your outputs matter way, way more in training. Okay, a lot of people don't think about this. Muay Thai is a very traditional sport. We always think about using the traditional method, running 10 kilometers every single day, doing basically like 10-hour training days. Okay, now that might work. It might work. But at the same time, if it doesn't work if you can do that 6 days a week, okay, sure. But most people, probably you as well, don't have the luxury to be able to do that. In fact, you probably have a job, you probably are a student, you probably have to spend like 6 hours of your day doing something else, then you can train. And obviously you have to factor in eating in that. Now, how I was able to start, I was basically a student and also had jobs right in between, so I couldn't train 6 days a week. But what I could do, I could shadowbox. I could shadowbox. I could hone myself. I could work on the things that I needed to work on. And that was one of the biggest things that helped hone my own style, to make sure I could land combos on people, to make sure I was very hard to hit, very evasive. If you've seen me fight before, I'm very evasive, I'm very hard to hit. Like, sure, you might be able to hit my leg, but I've already landed my cross on your chin, basically. Like, it's one of those things. You need to be able to develop your own style, and shadowboxing is one of the biggest things that helps me create my own style. And I'm here telling you, as someone who had not only trained Muay Thai, but also someone who coaches, shadowboxing is one of the biggest things that you can do to improve. And if you especially struggle in sparring, for example, obviously, by the way, if you want to join the program, I'll be able to help you out a lot more there. But let's say you just want to watch these videos, that's fine as well. But shadowboxing is like, I will always ask if I'm training someone completely new. I just say to them, okay, shadowbox for like 5-10 minutes, and it allows me to see what they are good at, but also what they're bad at. If they're good at something, I tend to basically create a style around that. But if they're bad, I have to tell them like, yo, like you keep on doing this. Now, if your opponent walks in at the same time, you're gonna get caught with something really like bad. Okay, that is my job, and I'm telling you, shadowboxing is one of the best things that you can do. Obviously, strength training is good, sparring is good, going to pad work is good, but if you do shadowboxing as well, if you do it, if you have like a little mirror as well in your bedroom, because this is the thing, you can do it anytime you want. You might not even need to break a sweat. You can do it in the morning, you can do it at night, you can do it before you go to school. 5, 10, 15 minutes. You can do like 5 minute rounds, even 3 minute rounds if you want. Okay. You can go fast at first, but then you can slow it down so that you can really make sure you drill down the technique. Because if you keep doing shadow boxing, you will start to integrate the same things that you do in shadow boxing in sparring and eventually in competition. Because the more you do something, the more ingrained it will be into your body. When you do shadow boxing, there's no pressure being put onto you. You are able to control the tempo. A lot of people in like sparring, for example, they don't know how to control the tempo. In fact, they always go at the same pace all the time. It's like ba 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 ba. It's boring. Whereas if you watch really elite fighters, they always change the tempo. Always. It's like ba 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 ba. Okay? They always change the tempo and it makes them very unpredictable. This is one of the things that you are able to work on just freely in shadow boxing. Obviously, yes, you can slow it down as well, but keep that in mind. Change the tempo. One of the reasons why I think I was able to win my fights is because I attacked with different tempos. I didn't always attack at the same speed. Sometimes I would just crash in, okay, as well. They wouldn't know. They think that I'd fight on the outside. No, I'm already on the inside, okay. Or they think I'm gonna come on the inside, then I actually stay on the outside. Things like that. All of that is very, very important. But shadowboxing is genuinely where all of that lies. You can do it in sparring, sure. You can do it in pad work, sure. But you probably don't have the luxury to train every single day for Muay Thai. Maybe you probably can't do it for more than 2 hours a day. Probably. But you do have 5, 10, 15 minutes every day at home. I mean, you probably spend like some time literally just brain rotting anyways. So why not actually use some of the time to shadow box instead? It makes you a much better fighter, much better. And you can try out new stuff that you possibly even see on like Instagram, like some combos that you think, oh, that's really cool. I might want to try that out because my favorite fighter does that kind of thing. So I think I want to do that too. Do all of that, and you will see yourself progress so much faster. Because I used to be really bad. I used to be really, really bad. I get caught with punches a lot because I'm not that tall of a guy. I'm like 5'5", and everyone that I usually spar with, they're usually like 3 inches taller than me. So I'm used to dealing with taller fighters. I'm used to it. Okay, but because of that, I knew eventually I'd have to adapt. So I did a lot of shadow boxing to deal with it. How would I deal with people who had long, fast arms, So I started slipping. I started trying to trick how much distance I needed. I tried to go on the inside as well. All of that is super, super, super important. I'm telling you. Now, if you enjoyed this video, if you found some value, if you think I helped you, do me a favor. You can subscribe. You can join the program if you want. And I'll see you later. Bye bye.